everybody, this is Foster, and I'll be reviewing this 50mm T0.95 by SLR Magic. It is their HyperPrime Cine lens. It just came out, well, not just came out, maybe a year ago, and the reason I wanted to do this review is because I haven't seen many of it for this lens, and I saw one by Steve Huff, and that one really influenced me in wanting to get this lens and test it out, and I'm so glad I did. It is a great lens. I wanted to use it all the time on every shot I could. Also with this lens came the variable ND filter Mark II. Has the same threads as the 50mm, and I'm testing that out as well. Here you'll see the lens at different t-stops, all the way down to, I do believe, 5.6, just to test the color, if there's any color shifting, and how well it holds up to the original image of not using an ND filter. And turns out it does hold the color quite well, very much better than the my previous ND uses of other brands. And next I paired it and compared it with my other 50mm lenses, Canon 50 FD mount and Sigma 50 art lens. Here's first a shot with the SLR Magic. You can see the round bokeh. Next one is the Canon. Bokeh's not quite round, still sharp. Also mentioned that these other two, Canon and Sigmas, are speed boosted, so to give a more similar f-stop range. This one is the Sigma, and you can also see its bokeh is not completely rounded. So the SLR Magic wins out in that one. And so it's been rainy these past few weeks, and so could only do some indoor shots of the rain and outdoors through the windows. And here's our lovely parking lot and some flowers, cherry blossoms blooming. And the contrast is great. Chromatic aberration is present, but that is to be expected for such a fast lens. Most fast lenses have this issue, and it's not really an issue per se. But with the variable ND filter, you can get some really nice out of focus, shallow depth of field shots, even handheld. This was with a shoulder mount rig using follow focuses, and yeah, this is locked off tripod shots of the rain. You can see it's pretty sharp in the details. And also want to mention that I've used quite a few SLR Magic lenses in the past. Started with the 12mm T1.6. Used that quite extensively as well, and also the 10mm, their 25mm. Also tried their anamorphic adapter, which is great, and they really know what they were doing with these cinematic lenses, or getting a cinematic image out of micro four thirds. And yeah, so nice images all around. And later on you'll be seeing some shots from a wedding, or actually it's coming up. So coming up there will be some shots from a wedding I did couple weeks ago, and I got the opportunity to use this during the ceremony and reception. The venue was kind of dark, so this lens was perfect for that situation. I could really let loose, open up the aperture and see how well it did, and it did do great. The candle lit scenes were just awesome. Out of focus circles were excellent. Even in this dark location, I could step it down to 1.4 just to get that added sharpness. As you can see in the dress and their faces, it's really quite nice. And the reception, many different uses for it. Everything was sparkling. The bokeh was just everywhere, and really could bring out a nice quality image. And in this scene, it's actually nighttime. It's not as bright as it looks, but I was able to make it look like it's not yet sunset. There's the cake shot, nice. And I love how the bokeh is just so creamy. There's no onions. There's no onion rings like on some of these vintage fast lenses. They just sparkle and do make the image look so much nicer. Previously I used Canon 50 FD 1.2 speed boosted, and this lens has definitely replaced that one, and I will be selling that one to pay for this one. And yeah, that lens was my go-to lens for low light shots, and now this one will be my go-to lens. Comment about the variable ND. The 62mm thread is a great versatile size. I used it on other lenses and cameras too, like my FZ1000. It goes straight on, and also my Olympus 12-40mm 2.8 lens. I could really open that up and use it in the bright outdoors without having to stop down. And so thank you for watching my review of this lens. Is definitely recommended if you do event work where low light is what you shoot, and I highly recommend it. And yeah, thanks for watching, and keep shooting.